Hello, hello there, my crafty friends. It's Candy here from sweetstamper.com, and today is the final day of my Mother's Day series. This is Coffee with Candy, a monthly series of 5 projects to inspire you and give you a little instruction, maybe some tips and lots of tutorials for seasonal projects. Let me see if we are where we need to be on the camera. And let's see. Oh yeah, I'm showing up. Okay, everything is pretty good. Okay, now I'm going to jump right in. So Coffee with Candy happens at 2 o'clock, Monday through Friday, once a month. And so today is the final day. With my Mother's Day series, you get a tutorial every day, Monday through Friday. Or I will keep, I'll probably send it again next week, all 5, so that you have them all in one, in one email. And that's for my subscribers. So make sure you go to sweetstamper.com and subscribe to my emails. That's how you get all these free tutorials. Now, we'll talk about that in a minute. There's also a project kit you can get. Okay, let's talk about where we have been and where we're going today. So this week, I've been featuring these 2 stamp sets all week for Happy Mother's Day, and this, which I think is a hidden gem. Memories in Bloom is originally showcased as a scrapbooking stamp set. It was $20. It's on sale in the last chance list for $10. It's an incredible deal. I love the size. I love the fonts, everything. So I've been using this a lot. Today, I'm going to bring in Layers of Beauty. This is also on the last chance list. It is a real classic, and it is in the low inventory. So once it's gone, it's gone. And this is one of our $1 million achievers. This bundle has been around for several years, and there's good reason for that. Okay, let me show you where we have been. Get my little things here. Okay, so day 1 was this peekaboo card with with the mosaic tile technique, and this features the Heartfelt Hexagon Punch, which is also on the last chance list, and it is on sale for $20. I would get that while you can. And then that was day 1. Day 2, we made, this is a mini album card. So this is just the size of our regular cards, and this will go in a single, this will go in an envelope and mail for a single stamp, unless, now if you start adding photos, gift cards, and things like that in these pockets, then you definitely, you might need to add a single ounce stamp if you are mailing it. And you'll notice that I've done 1 project each day with papers and things that you can, papers that you can purchase. And then I've also done 1 project with this beautiful Bloom Impressions designer paper that was offered in Celebration a few years ago. Now, I have a special. So if you place an order with me between now and Sunday, I will send you 1 each of the project packets for to go with this, and then you'll also get the 12 by 12 pack of paper, a full pack. I will mail that to you next week. So that is with a $50 order in my online store. Okay, day 3 was I'm not even seeing day 4. Oh, I'm going to have to track it down. Okay, day 3 was this card box, and this is the one I did with the Country Woods paper. And this is the box. And here I've got 4 of these cards in here. One of the reasons I really wanted to show you these is this is half of the pack. But this is one of our kit collection boxes that's on sale right now, $9.40. The cards are stunning. So that was my box that we did Wednesday, I believe. Yep. And then here it is in with this Bloom Impressions paper. And these are some of the cards from my prayer stamp camp. And they fit really nicely in here. There's 6 cards in envelopes. And this is going to be gifted to my sister-in-law when we go visit them in Florida next month. Now, I think my day 4 projects are downstairs because I was working on tutorials. So we will skip ahead to today. And as I said, we are going to add in this stamp set. Okay. So let's do a little bit of masking fun, and we'll start. Oh, I guess we need a piece of, yeah, I need a piece of cardstock. Let me grab a piece of cardstock. Okay. Now, when you work with this image, so let me show you the images. This is a giant, giant image. Ugh, I don't like that glare. Why is that? Oh, I see the glare is picking up on the glass. Okay. So with these images, this one is basically the size, or it is, I shouldn't say basically, it's the size of a background stamp. So you're going to need either the largest block we have or our new Stampin' Positioner, which comes out in May. So you'll be able to order this in May. And I do find it is the easiest way to deal with these background stamps because they are so large. And for many of us, it's really a little bit difficult to get into your hand, you know, and hold that huge, huge block. So I'm going to take a 1/4 sheet of cardstock. Now you do need, because the image is so large, I do recommend that you use a full 1/4 sheet of cardstock. Now, what I'm going to do is just place this stamp. Let me pull it off of here. And I'm going to actually just place it on my basic white cardstock and position it so that I have all of the image on there. Like I said, it's a really big stamp. And if you get it just right, because I am going to cut it out, okay? So now, I want to make sure my magnets are really there. I want to just touch it lightly to pick up the stamp. Okay, now, I'm going to do this a little bit different. So let me just back up a minute here and show you something. I actually used this bundle for my card club back in maybe November of last year. And these are the cards that we made with it, just to show you the versatility of this bundle. So I'm going to be using like this image today. And I will tell you, I do have one package of this left from Card Club. And so if you're interested in that, just leave something in the comments. This is my little side pocket, which was really, really popular. I always do at least one set of fun folds in my card club. So this is just some ideas on how you can use this gorgeous, gorgeous bundle. Okay, now I'm going to do it a little bit different today. So I wanted to give you still another idea. So we're actually going to do really soft color on the detail so that it's not going to have that really stark outline. You can actually, truth be told, you can use these masks without using this stamp. But I do like the little bit of outline, and I'm using basic beige ink. It is our lightest ink, and it has a little bit of a green tinge to it, definitely a beige. And I want something just really, really soft, just a soft definition here. And I do find with this particular stamp, you really kind of have to go around those edges to make sure that all of these little guys get through. So you can see it's very pale. That's the look I'm going for. And that's going to allow the colors to really, really shine through. Now, one other thing about this Stampin' Positioner tool, it will be available in May with our new May to August catalog. I am working on a techniques class that uses the Stampin' Positioner. I think I'm going to be able to get it done for the end of May. It might be June, but just a kind of a heads up that that's coming, because there's a lot of things you can do with this tool, and I want to help all of us learn how to use it. Okay. Now, let's start making some color. Now, I'm going to do my roses with these three colors. I'm going to start with Bubble Bath, my palest, go to Petunia Pop, and then finish with Berry Burst, and that is going to give me the three shades that I'm looking for. And for me, I like to start with the lightest one first. Now, yes, there is, once you get this positioned, okay, here we go. You can, and they're numbered, so there's 5 masks in this bundle. And once you get everything lined up over the stamped image, you can use this little notch to help you. Having said that, sometimes it helps me, sometimes it doesn't, depending on how much I shift things. So I'm going to use my Bubble Bath ink, and I will also give you another tip about the blending brushes, and that is that I have like one for the pinks, one for the purples, one for the greens, and I just rinse them out and let them air dry. I will say that for me personally, I have quite small hands, and I've discovered over time I actually prefer the smaller brushes to the larger ones, but that's kind of a personal thing. And hello, Joan from Washington. I'm thrilled that you're joining me. So that's just, I like to give you some little tips and tricks. Now, because I would typically take this and start over here, because, let me see if I can get, that ring light's just gonna show. Hey, Jackie, I'm glad you're here. Because it's so pale, I don't really feel the need to do that. It's very, very light. And so the other thing I find with these blending brushes is when you hold the brush down here near the base, you're going to get much deeper color much quicker. When you hold it out here at the edge of the handle, it's going to give a lighter touch. And for this particular project, I'm wanting this, because Bubble Bath is a pale ink already, I'm wanting to really bring in the color. Now, the other thing about these masks is if you start with this light color and then you decide later it's too light, you can put the mask on and you can go back and you can add some color. So I do like that. And you can also, if you look here, like here I've got light, darker and lighter. So you can add some of those variations of color. But like I said, I'm really, because I'm going to be putting this up against Shy Shamrock, I wanted this pink to be fairly strong. Okay, I've got all my little things, all my little pieces. Now look at the difference when I'm stamping. My stamping has been done with this background of basic beige. Here, my background is Mossy Meadow, so it's much stronger. Hello, Betty from LaSalle. Welcome, welcome. So this just gives a much softer look, a little bit more of an artsy look in my view. So now I'm done with the Bubble Bath. I'm going to go to the next color, kind of a medium, and I'm going to go with Petunia Pop. And I am using number 2 mask. If you can see that. Now, what I like to do is start up here, and you can hold this down with washi tape or something. I tend to just kind of go with it. I've told y'all before, I'm a lazy stamper first and foremost, so I want the quickest, easiest way. So by doing that, I still am going to have to do just a little bit of shifting to make sure that I'm in the space of my flowers. Okay, now this is going to add another layer of color. And one of the things you can do on this one is it actually covers up the center of those small flowers. So that's been something that's helped me. Now, the other thing I know from working, you see, I'm going to do that here now because that's really strong. And I'm going to pull back on the handle and go with a lighter touch so that I don't overpower. This is much, much stronger than my petal, not petal paint, bubble bath. And what I can do is I can maybe make this center rose really deep and leave these others a little bit lighter, okay? So now I'm done with the pinks. Well, technically that's a purple. Okay, now that is a lot deeper. Okay, but I'm digging it. I'm liking it. We're good. Okay, now we're going to bring in a little bit of Berry Burst. Now this is a very strong color, but I'm building, and then I have another version of the same color scheme, and you can tell me if you like the stronger. I'm doing stronger on this one. I did paler on my other one. So let's bring this. Oh, I guess I need a mask. Okay, so here is mask number 3. I'm going back up into my little notch up there. That's pretty close. So I like to line up these little center. The center of these flowers is going to come through with this Berry Burst. Now again, this Berry Burst is really strong. So I'm actually going to stamp up, well, kind of go over there a little bit. And then I'm just going to use the edge of the handle so I don't overpower. Okay. Now, I'm liking it. Now you can see how, because I don't have the really strong stamping around there, it's a little bit more kind of modern art looking, but I think it's going to all come together. Now, although I could use Shy Shamrock and Shaded Spruce because they are light and dark counterparts of each other, I'm actually just going to use Shy Shamrock. And I'm going to use it with 2 different masks, and I'm going to develop my color that way with tone on tone with the same color. Now, I do recommend Shy Shamrock. If you don't already have it, I highly recommend adding it to your color collection. It is on our retiring list, well, the last chance list. It is an outgoing in color, and I really, really love it. It's a very fresh, very bright green, and it's really unlike our other greens. It is a lighter version much lighter version of of Shaded Spruce. There's a lot of shushes in there. It's a lighter version of Shaded Spruce, so they go really nicely together. But I particularly, have used this Shy Shamrock a lot in my spring stamping projects. And I think that's where it really shines, spring and moving into summer. It's more of a clear bluish green. It does not have many yellow undertones at all. Now you see how it's coming together. I'm liking it a lot. Now, I have one more mask, and it's going to give me some more definition to these leaves. But again, I'm just going to do a darker shade of Shy Shamrock. And let's see. Line up these leaves. Some of these leaves I think are going to be brand new. Let's see. No? Okay, there we go. I think we're in place. Okay. So now I'm going to come over and just add an extra layer because actually all of these are already on here. I've already gone over them once with the same ink, and now I'm just going over there a second time. And again, I can lift this up, and if I want to come back, I can add more color. But I'm kind of liking that. Now I could, maybe on a few of these, I'll add some extra just to kind of show you how it looks different when you add that extra. Oh yeah, see how much deeper? Let's do that on a lot of them. I kind of like it. So, and that's where you can just kind of do a little peek and see where you're at and then come back and bring in more. Okay. So that is all the coloring done, and I'm liking it a lot. Now, for this particular card that I'm going to do, I'm going to put it on a piece of, this is a basic white card base, and I've used this sheet here as my background, and I'm going to put that right on there. Now, there is a die. Let's see, here we go. This is this ginormous die, and just to save maybe time and maybe face, instead of bringing my big cut and emboss over here, I'm just going to do this. I'm right behind here and do this off camera because it's quicker, easier. Let's see, here we go. Give me just a moment and I'll be there. I haven't left you, not at all. Not at all. Okay. So that has cut that out ever so nicely. And isn't that a beautiful watercolor wash background? Now I need to put this away so I don't lose it. Where's my stamp set? Oh, here we go. Okay. Now we're going to do a little fancying up. I will say we're going to use this little tag. I love that little tag die. So in addition to being able to cut out the flowers, you can also cut out little pieces so that you can layer them up. And you also have some standalone leaves, which I'm going to use for this one. So I think we'll start by putting this down on with Stampin' Dimensionals. And I'm using the tail end of this package here, or this sheet, I should say. And I really want this to stand up pretty well, which means, and it's such a large piece, that I want to go into the interior of this because I don't want it sagging in the middle. No saggy middles, people. They are not healthy. Okay, there we go. So lots of Stampin' Dimensionals. And we're going to go ahead and put this down, and then we're going to build this out. So just a reminder, today is day 5 of Coffee with Candy Mother's Day series. So this is a series I do once a month, and I feature seasonal projects. So in June, I will be doing a Father's Day series. We'll be doing all masculine projects. Last month, it was spring and Easter. And I really enjoy these. You do receive all the tutorials for free if you are on my email list, so make sure you are. Okay, so that's coming together, but it needs a little something, something. So let's take, first of all, the greeting. Now I have this one, and even though I used Petunia Pop, I think that doesn't quite work. So let's try this one in Bubble Bath, and I think I'm going to actually add a little bit of color with my blending brush. Now, whenever I do this on a greeting, I like to add the color, the blending brush first, and then afterwards stamp my greeting. And I'll tell you why. If you don't, when you add the ink like this, it's going to muddy or kind of soften your greeting, and I don't want to soften the greeting. I want it to be, clear. I want it to be crisp. And I think I don't want it to be, because I don't have any black on here, I think I'm going to do this in Shy Shamrock, and we'll see how it looks. Oh yeah, I like that. It's actually quite soft. I'm a little bit crooked, but it's good enough for government work, is what my daddy used to say. Okay, so we're going to put that down. And I think I'm going to do it right here. I have on my table already, this is that really pretty ribbon that came out, I think it was in the March online exclusives. So it's quite new. It's called Berry Burst Shiny Ribbon. It has a nice little bit of stiffness to it to make it super easy to, you know what? I'm not sure I like that. I should have done it with the darker. So let's see, because that one's already cut out. Let's add a little bit of ink to this one. I think I want to have the words show up a little bit better. So let's just see if we can darken this. I love tone on tone. It's just, back in the day, we used to use a lot of sponges. Now we use the brushes, which are much, much more effective and easier to control. So now this God Bless is part of Layers of Beauty. And again, this is in the last chance list, and it is on low inventory. It is not on sale, but it is on low inventory. So I would encourage you to grab it while you can if you don't already have it. If you're looking for ideas, holy cow, there's so many techniques and fun things you can do with this. It's just the best. Okay, I am going to put this right in the center here where this flower is a little bit heavy. And I'm going to add this flat like so. And then I'm going to, I need to read, this was on my table, but I don't like the way that bow looks. So let's go over the bow. Now remember, today is the last day that you can get double rewards with your Stampin' Up! Order, and that's just a gift from Stampin' Up! And then if you place your order with me and it's $50 or more, you're going to get all 5 project kits from my demonstrations this week and this whole pack of paper to make those projects. Now, and if you're an email subscriber, you will get all of these tutorials. Now you see how that's all kind of coming together nicely. I'm liking that. Like I said, I have another version of this, and you can tell me which one you like better. So let's put this down, and then we're going to add a little bit of leaf action with the so I've done some of these die cuts. I went ahead and ran ahead of time, and I thought we could just kind of tuck these in for a little bit of texture. But again, I'm going to add a little bit of ink to these, and if you'll notice, this is what it's supposed to look like. And this is where Candy got a little bit impatient and tugged, and it cut off one of my leaves. So, you know, c'est la vie. It is what it is, and they are delicate. And you can punch out those little pieces, but I wanted the whole thing to be there. So I'm just going to add a little bit of ink to deepen these and give them a little bit more character. And like I said, I love tone on tone. I love blending brushes. Back in the day, I did a lot of work with the sponges, and I just think it adds a lot of depth without adding a lot of like bulk. Okay, now I think this is going to be the final little piece to our project here, and then we're going to add some pearls, and that's going to be it. So let's see. Oh yeah, you see how that brings just that little bit of texture. Now, I think I want to use a little bit of glue, and I need to use it very sparingly. So I was looking for my craft mat, my little, what do you call it? Silicone mat. It's not right in front of my eye, so I'm gonna just go with it like so. Now, where did I have this? I think I had it here. Ah. Okay, that's what I did not want the glue showing. Okay, now let's see where we want to put another one of these. I think I'm going to bring it down here. No, let's bring it down here. There's not enough room here without having it go off the card. And I don't really want that. So this, you know, although this is my Mother's Day series, this would make a gorgeous, gorgeous birthday card. So, you know, these are just really, they're feminine projects more than anything. They're super feminine. Now, we do have some pretty nice Mother's Day greetings that we've been working with. Now, there's my torn leaf, so let's just add it so I don't have a broken stem hanging out down there. Oh yeah, now you can't even tell. And, oh boy, okay, there we go. Now I've got one more set of leaves, and I think I'm going to bring them in. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do like that. Yeah, that kind of, you see how that just adds that little bit of depth, a little bit of texture. And what I'm wanting more than anything is to bring things in that will really cause my flowers to really shine. I want them to be front and center and definitely the focal point of everything I'm doing. Now, oh, I do have a couple of these others. There are these other really tiny little leaves to mimic these leaves. Do I want to add them? I think we're going to. You know, I feel like it's just kind of like I enjoy arranging flowers, and I just kind of do it haphazardly and just kind of keep tucking things in and adding as I go. And I just find that a lot of times, especially with greenery, if you just keep adding, it just keeps looking better. And again, not wanting to overpower my my flowers, wanting to do things that will cause them to be more in focus. Now, this is going to be really tricky. Well, you know what? Let me see if my little silicone mat, I know I used it yesterday, but I don't see it. Okay. We're just going to go with a tiny, tiny bit here and here, and that's it. And here and here. Okay, and then we're going to add some pearls, and then we're going to be done. I think that is going to look really good right there. And this one, we are going, I should have practiced first, and I didn't. Let's see if we can tuck it right in here. Give a little something right behind it there. Okay. Now we are going to add some of these in color, outgoing in color gems. Now, let me show you the one that I had done previously. So this one I did with, actually this is one of our new embossing folders that's coming out in May. This embossing folder is called, I think it's called Fern and Flora. It's part of a big suite. So you can see where I did the flowers deeper on this one, paler on this one. And then this one has the designer paper background. This one has the embossing folder, same color scheme. I have the darker tag here, largely because I messed up this one. And I used the pink pearls here, and I think I might do that again. I think these are going to maybe get lost in the shuffle, but maybe I want them to. Oh, I kind of like that. Well, let's see. Do I want Shy Shamrock, or do I want... Yeah, I think I want the Shy Shamrock. Because this is what's the word I'm looking for? A lighter card base. This is deeper, and so that's I like that. I like that contrast. Where for these, I think it needs. Let me see if I can get away with putting one here. Oh yeah. Oh, I like it. Okay, and then I'm going to do one more up here. And that is a wrap. Day 5 of Coffee with Candy. Oh, Mother's Day series. You know what? Speaking of, let's pop inside here. Let's get, oh, this was, that card base, was part of a fun fold. I guess my eyes were playing tricks on me when I got it out. Let's do it on this one so it looks a little better. Okay, I need Berry Burst because I want it to be a little bit deeper. And as I have shared previously, when I'm stamping this, and I can't find the Mother's Day, where are you? Let's see. Okay, so it's out here on my table somewhere. I had them all out here. Happy. I'm not seeing Mothers. I have Happy and I have Day. And I don't see Mothers. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this one in. And I'm going to go back to the one that I've used so much this week. And of course, I'll probably find that stamp when I'm tidying up in a few minutes. But we want to, and this actually really ties in because it says God bless, and then mothers are a blessing. And again, you could actually use this very easily for a birthday, but it is Mother's Day coming up soon. So my Coffee with Candy series, I'm always working a month ahead of whatever's coming up to give you ideas and help for what is coming up. Oh, thank you so much, Jackie. I appreciate that. Make sure that you have subscribed to my YouTube and my Facebook, because these will all get downloaded to YouTube. So there we have it. God bless. Mothers are a blessing. Because I can't find my little other little stamp. So that is it. Let me know if you have a preference. Do you like the one that has the embossed background, or do you like the one that has the designer series paper background? Now, because this is flat, I added in the die cuts, the leaf die cuts, where with this one, I have all that texture already. And just a reminder, place your order between now and Sunday. I will give you one of each of my project kits, everything you need to make the project with this designer series paper, because you'll get the whole pack of paper. That is a wrap on Cards with Candy, Coffee with Candy, for May, the May edition. And I will be back next week for my normal, Thursday night stamping is my normal gig. I'm on Thursday nights, Facebook Live at 7 p.m. And then once a month I do Coffee with Candy. Okay, have a great weekend. Let me know if you have any questions at all. Take care and God bless.